As California faces another intense wildfire season, the safety of families living in high-risk areas has been a concern for many. Among those closely watching the situation are the Duggar family, particularly Jinger Duggar, who has made California her home with her husband, Jeremy Vuolo, and their children. Jinger, a former star of the popular reality show 19 Kids and Counting, has lived in the state for several years, and, with the constant threat of wildfires in areas like Los Angeles, questions have arisen about the safety of her family during these dangerous times. Jinger Duggar and her family in California. Jinger Duggar and her husband Jeremy Vuolo moved to Los Angeles several years ago, leaving behind the rural life in Arkansas where the Duggar family has lived for decades. While Jinger's decision to live in California might have raised eyebrows among some fans, especially given the Duggar family's conservative background, she and Jeremy have embraced their life in Southern California. They are also parents to two young daughters, Felicity and Evangeline, and have been open about their parenting journey and life in California through their social media channels and YouTube. However, living in California means living with the reality of wildfires. The state is prone to seasonal wildfires, which have grown increasingly devastating due to climate change, drought, and dry vegetation. In particular, areas like Los Angeles, Malibu, and the northern parts of California are frequently at risk. The frequency and intensity of these fires have only increased in recent years, making it a constant concern for residents. California wildfires and their impact. In 2023 and 2024, California saw several significant wildfires that resulted in evacuation orders, widespread damage, and devastating losses for communities. The fires are often unpredictable and can spread rapidly, driven by high winds and extreme heat. For residents like Jinger and Jeremy, the threat of wildfires is always present during peak fire season, which typically runs from summer to fall. When a wildfire strikes, authorities issue mandatory evacuation orders in affected areas. These orders can be issued with very little warning, requiring residents to evacuate their homes immediately. For a family with young children like Jinger and Jeremy, this is not only a frightening experience, but a logistical challenge. While Jinger has not openly detailed her family's experience with wildfires, it's safe to assume they have been cautious and prepared, as many Californians are during fire season. Jinger and Jeremy have used their platforms to share their lives with their followers, and they've remained relatively private when it comes to emergencies like wildfires. However, they have occasionally posted about their experiences living in California, giving fans a glimpse into their new lifestyle. How Jinger Duggar and Jeremy Vuolo stay safe. Jinger Duggar and Jeremy Vuolo have likely taken necessary precautions to ensure the safety of their family in the event of a wildfire. Here are a few ways they might be preparing for wildfires, based on common safety practices in California. Evacuation plans. Most residents in California are encouraged to have an evacuation plan. This includes knowing the fastest routes out of their neighborhood, having an emergency kit with essential supplies, such as water, medications, and non-perishable food, and keeping important documents in a safe, easily accessible location. Given the importance of family, it's likely that Jinger and Jeremy have a similar strategy in place for their children. Emergency alerts. California residents are signed up for emergency alerts from local authorities, which notify them about evacuations, dangerous conditions, or other important updates. Being prepared to act quickly can be life-saving, especially when fires spread rapidly. Fire-resistant landscaping. Another measure often taken by residents in fire-prone areas is the creation of defensible space around homes. This includes maintaining fire-resistant landscaping and ensuring there are no overhanging trees or brush that could easily catch fire. It's likely that Jinger and Jeremy have taken these steps to protect their home. Awareness and education. Many residents in California take fire safety courses or educate themselves on how to handle emergency situations. Jinger, known for her conscientious nature and desire to ensure the well-being of her family, would likely take the time to stay informed about the risks and best practices for wildfire safety. Support networks. In a state like California, neighbors often help each other in times of crisis. It's likely that Jinger and Jeremy have a strong support network of friends, extended family, and neighbors who would assist them in the event of an evacuation or other emergency. Public updates and social media posts. Jinger and Jeremy have used social media to share updates on their lives with their fans. While they are generally private about specific emergencies, they occasionally update their followers about their experiences with natural disasters. In the past, Jinger has posted about the beauty of California, highlighting both the positives and challenges of living there. During fire season, it's possible she may have shared safety tips or checked in with her followers to ensure they are prepared. Given their platform, Jinger and Jeremy also use their influence to raise awareness about important causes, including safety during natural disasters. While they may not always broadcast their personal experience with wildfires, it's likely that they take the opportunity to educate their audience about how to stay safe. Jingers' connection with her family. Despite being far from her large family in Arkansas, Jinger maintains close relationships with her parents and siblings. Her family, particularly her father Jinger Duggar, is known for their strong religious convictions and commitment to family values. In times of crisis, the Duggar family has often rallied together to offer support. Should a wildfire threaten Jinger's area, it's possible that her family would offer both emotional and practical support, including helping her evacuate if necessary. Conclusion. While Jinger Duggar's family has not been publicly involved in any major wildfire incidents to date, living in California means being ever vigilant against the threat of wildfires. The Duggar family is known for its resilience, and Jinger and Jeremy have likely taken every possible precaution to ensure their family's safety. With an evacuation plan, emergency preparedness, and a strong support network, the Vuolos are likely well equipped to handle the challenges that come with living in a fire-prone area. For now, fans can rest assured that Jinger and her family are doing everything they can to stay safe. As the wildfire season continues, they, like many Californians, are navigating the balance between embracing life in a beautiful but vulnerable state while preparing for the unpredictable dangers that wildfires pose.